I'm Rob from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time looking at a beer from Southern Tier in Lakewood, New York, and it is their IPA. It says brewed with 4 varieties of hops and 4 types of malt. Doesn't give you any more information than that. It's 7.3% ABV. I've had this a couple of times before. It has been a while since I last had it, and I bought this online the other day, so I thought, let's give it a go. Obviously, before pouring a beer of Southern Tier, gotta have a shout out to Chad over at Chad's Beer Reviews. I mean, he's a massive fan of Southern Tier, and I always feel like I should review Southern Tier beers. Chad's been very supportive of me anyway. So, in the glass, really nice clear, maybe very, very slight haze. I have had this in the fridge. It's nicely chilled. It's probably been out of the fridge for about 10 minutes. Light carbonation, kind of gliding from the bottom of the glass. A really nice kind of pale orange sunset, kind of gradiating to yellow. A brief head of off-white foam. It's foam, but in patches it looks a slightly different colour. Might be the light. Anyway, let's have a sniff. That smells really nice. It's got a slight resinous, like quite a sappy pine resin kind of quality to it. Definitely a slightly candied fruit quality, which is kind of bringing out characteristics of both the hops and the malt. The malt bringing through that sweetness. Maybe a bit of kind of toasted brown bread. I'd say kind of satsumas, tangerines, that kind of thing. Sweet, maybe like a apricot jam. Maybe a hint of kind of slightly overripe mango in there. It smells nice. It's not kind of bursting at the seams, but it seems like quite a well placed IPA. It's quite interesting getting a American IPA 7.3% in that size bottle. I'm kind of used to being in bombers. Anyway, let's have a drink. Cheers. Oh, it's nice. It's nice, that. Initial flavour is a subtle kind of resinous pine with a really pleasing pithy orange flavour, and that really kind of builds as well. It comes in initially quite soft, and then almost immediately it kind of it increases in its intensity. No, never getting too much though. Nice carbonation. A hint of booze there, a bit of might be a kind of like slight ester from the yeast. Quite a bitter grapefruit, quite on the drier, pithy side. It does taste its 7.3% ABV. A lot of times IPAs, especially when they're a lot fruitier, have a kind of mask that very kind of like very deceptive in that sense. But this is, I think it speaks of its ABV quite adequately. Yeah, I'm going definitely quite a resinous IPA, really. Piney, resinous, bitter grapefruit, bitter pithy orange, and it ends with a bit, quite a definite kind of lemon flesh, lemon rind, grapefruit, and more of that sappy, resinous pine. It's a really solid IPA. I mean, it's not one of my favourites, but to be honest, it's pretty good. 7.3%. I think, as I said, it shows its strength. Doesn't hide it. But it's pretty good. It is pretty good. I'm going to be seeing more Southern Tier beers out of me. I've recently picked up a few more, and I've had a few in my cupboard for a while. So definitely stay tuned. Plenty more Southern Tier coming your way. So this is a bottle of Southern Tier Brewing Company from Lakewood, New York, and it is their IPA, 7.3%. A very, very solid IPA. Definitely of that kind of East Coast. It's not as kind of floral as those West Coast IPAs, and I think it's a really good example of that kind of area as far as IPAs go. Anyway, I'm Rob from HopZine.com, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.